6 Japanese truck makers just confirmed new pickups for 2026, and 3 of them have never even been sold in America before. Ford and Chevy did not see this coming. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why 2026 might be the year Japanese trucks finally give American trucks real competition. We are covering confirmed specs, real prices, and the engineering choices that make these trucks a genuine threat. One truck on this list gets fuel economy close to a small car while still towing a heavy trailer. Another brings back diesel power that used to be too dirty for American rules, but not anymore. And the last truck on this list comes from a brand that has never built a pickup before, and their first try is turning heads. Let's start from number 6. Number 6, Nissan Frontier Pro 4X Extreme, 2026. This is the truck nobody is talking about, but everybody should be. The Frontier has always been the good enough choice. Cheaper than a Tacoma, less polished than a Colorado, but still solid. For 2026, Nissan stopped playing it safe. The Pro 4X Extreme trim gets front and rear locking differentials, factory Fox Racing shocks, 33H tires straight from the factory, and a lift kit that is actually engineered by Nissan, not bolted on later at a shop. This is not a sticker package. It is a real off-road build. Here is the twist. Nissan priced it thousands of dollars below a comparable Tacoma TRD Pro or Colorado ZR2, while matching their off-road hardware almost feature for feature. The engine stays the same, proven 3.8-liter V6 making 310 horsepower, paired with a modern automatic gearbox. No more of the CVT problems that hurt older Frontier trucks. And because Nissan engineered the lift kit at the factory, it does not void your warranty. Something most lifted trucks cannot say. It is not the flashiest truck here, but might be the smartest purchase on this whole list. Number 5, Toyota Tacoma Hybrid Trailhunter, 2026. Toyota just changed the rulebook for off-road trucks. The Trailhunter Hybrid uses the same hybrid setup found in the Tundra and Sequoia, a 2.4-liter turbo 4 paired with an electric motor, combining for 326 horsepower and more torque than the old V6 ever made. Here is the twist. On 33-inch off-road tires, with a lifted suspension and real trail capability, this truck still returns around 28 miles per gallon combined, better than plenty of small crossovers. Over 5 years of driving, that difference alone could save an owner thousands of dollars in fuel. But the surprise nobody expected is that the hybrid system actually makes the truck better off-road, not just more efficient. The electric motor delivers instant torque at low speeds, which is exactly what you want crawling over rocks. And the battery can power camp gear without needing to idle the engine all night. Toyota is charging a few $1,000s more for the hybrid version, but most buyers will make that money back in fuel savings within 2 years. It is no surprise dealers are already reporting long waiting lists before the truck has even launched. Number 4, Honda Ridgeline Trail Sport Elite 2026. This is the truck that still divides truck fans, and Honda is doubling down anyway. The Ridgeline has always been the smart pick that traditional buyers refuse to admit makes sense. A smoother ride, better fuel economy, and clever bed storage, wrapped in a unibody design that real truck people love to dismiss. Here is the twist. For 2026, Honda gave the Trail Sport Elite genuine off-road hardware, a retuned suspension with more travel, all-terrain tires, and torque active ring all-wheel drive that actually works on dirt, not just wet pavement. It keeps every practical advantage the Ridgeline is known for, like the lockable trunk hidden under the bed floor and the tailgate that swings open 2 different ways. What most people do not talk about is how well these unibody trucks hold up. Early Ridgeline models are hitting 300,000 kilometers with the frame still solid, since a unibody does not rust apart the way a body-on-frame truck can. Honda is betting on buyers who need a truck for 1 job out of 10, and a comfortable daily driver the other 9, which, if most people are being honest with themselves, describes them perfectly. Number 3, Mazda BT-50 US Spec 2026. This is the entry nobody predicted. Mazda has not sold a pickup in America since 2009, and now they are coming back. The BT-50 has already proven itself for years in Australia and Asia, built on shared engineering with the Isuzu D-Max, but the US version gets real Mazda upgrades on top of that foundation. Here is the twist. Mazda is bringing genuine driving engagement to a segment that has mostly ignored it, along with their usual interior quality and infotainment polish. But the bigger shock is the engine choice. A 3.0-liter turbo diesel making 190 horsepower and a massive 369 pound-feet of torque, returning around 30 miles per gallon on the highway. That makes it the first Japanese diesel truck offered in America in years, made possible by newer, cleaner diesel technology that finally meets modern emissions rules. Pricing undercuts almost everyone else on this list, while payload and towing numbers stay genuinely competitive. Mazda is clearly aiming at buyers who want real capability and real efficiency without paying full price for either. Number 2. Nissan Titan Warrior 2026. This is the truck longtime Nissan fans have been waiting years for. The Titan Warrior concept was teased a long time ago and quietly assumed dead until Nissan confirmed it for production. Here is the twist. This is not a trim level. It is a genuine Raptor competitor. Long travel suspension, 35-inch tires, a wider stance, factory lift, real Fox shocks, and a twin-turbo V6 making 450 horsepower under the hood. Pricing lands right in Raptor territory, but Nissan is betting they can match that performance while adding features the Raptor does not offer. Things like an integrated air compressor for adjusting tire pressure on the trail, and cameras built in to see under the truck while navigating obstacles. Nissan clearly learned they cannot out-volume the big three American brands, but they can win a hardcore niche those brands are not serving well enough. With torque figures beating a classic 5.0-liter V8 and better fuel economy to go with it, the Titan Warrior is not trying to outwork the F150, it is trying to outplay the Raptor at its own game. Number 1. Subaru Baja 2026 Revival. This is the announcement that genuinely broke the internet. Subaru is returning to pickups after 20 years, and the new Baja is nothing like a traditional truck. Here's the twist. Subaru is not trying to compete with the Tacoma or the Ranger at all. Built on the Outback platform with Subaru's signature symmetrical all-wheel drive and turbocharged boxer engine, this is a truck for people who never wanted a truck in the first place. It keeps Subaru's usual interior quality, the EyeSight safety suite, and X mode for light off-roading, all wrapped around a compact bed that is perfect for bikes, camping gear, or a weekend project, not a full sheet of plywood. Performance is the real surprise here. The 260 horsepower turbo boxer gets this thing to 60 miles per hour in around 6 seconds, quicker than most mid-sized trucks, while still returning around 26 miles per gallon combined. Towing and payload numbers are modest by truck standards, but more than enough for what most truck owners actually use their trucks for day to day. Subaru is not marketing this as a work truck. They are marketing it as a lifestyle vehicle, and dealers are already reporting more interest than they have ever seen for a new model. Because the Baja fills a gap nobody else was even trying to fill. 6 trucks, 6 completely different strategies, all aimed at the same target, the gaps American trucks have left open for decades. Too expensive, too thirsty, too uncomfortable for daily driving, or simply not built for the buyer who only occasionally needs a bed. Japanese manufacturers are not trying to outsell Ford, Chevy, and Ram overnight. They are finally giving buyers a real alternative in every corner of the market. Which one of these would actually make you switch? Drop your pick in the comments, and subscribe so you do not miss what's coming next.